getting in 30 minutes early for 60 bucks. Not a problem. And then, of course, F1 will be here, ruining everything in November. I mean, racing up and down the strip in November. So we cross Harmon, which is where the F1 cars turn and make a left right in front of us here to head back over towards where the paddock is over there off of Koval. Done videos of that as well, so definitely check that out. I haven't been inside yet, but done the exterior of the places. And Vegas Unlocked does a lot of interiors of a lot of these attractions here in town, so also please check them out. The fountains going over there. At least they were. So we passed by Bellagio. The Bellagio Fountains. Oop. Oh, that little Toyota in the way there. I saw that, Vegas Unlocked, yes! So the locals casinos are doing great. In fact, they call it the Boulder Strip. All those little, I think there's 41 of them that I saw in the article. They said there's 41 that comprise the Boulder Strip. And those places did awesome. I mean, not awesome, but I mean, far better than what's going on down here. So, again, the locals, you know, it's hard enough for locals to get in and out of these casinos. They're huge, they're massive. Even if parking was free, it would still be a problem trying to navigate and all that. That's like why I was mentioning Blue Martini earlier, because Blue Martini, they're relocating from Town Square up here to Cosmo. And you're going to have to pay to park, and then you're going to have to walk the whole way through the whole thing in order to get the Blue Martini. I don't see many locals doing that. So they're going to lose locals business. I don't see that as a blueprint for success, but what do I know? Cromwell over here. Soon to be Vanderpumps. Yes, absolutely. Yes, especially Fremont. Well, so Fremont, and I mentioned it last week too. One of the things about Fremont is that right now you've got a lot of the properties down there running summer specials because of what's going on, right? So they're doing this all-inclusive thing, like $200 for 2 nights plus a $100 meal and drink credit or something like that. I think that's at the Plaza. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, you can just look on their websites, I'm sure, and see what they've got going on. So that's bringing in kind of the bargain shoppers, right? As well as other folks. But that's bringing in bargain shoppers. So the numbers are going up because of that. It'll be interesting to see what their room occupancy rates, what that percentage will be. Definitely go to Fremont for the deals, yes. Yes. And Four Queens is set to become a non-smoking hotel, I think in November, they said. There is the Hard Rock, the new location, or newer, for the Hard Rock there. Steadily climbing higher into the sky here above the Las Vegas Strip. And there's the Mirage, awaiting its new life. White Castle over here, one of 3 locations in Las Vegas. The other one on Fremont Street, and the third is over there off of Paradise, which is better for locals because they have a drive-through and you don't have to come down here and mess around with this traffic. Tony, welcome! Thank you so much for being here. Please drop your link to your channel, Tony, as well as Vegas Unlocked and vids from Mike. And Tobin, if you would take care of Cinnamon and Jupiter for me, I really appreciate it. The folks come in and out of this the streams all the time, especially the live streams, so we get like a new batch of folks that come in every so often, every number of minutes, like 6 or 7 minutes or something like that. So definitely want to help you guys find the best of Las Vegas. And Vegas Unlocked definitely does that. Tony Teresi's the best of Australia. Thank you, Brother Tobin. Yes, very cool. And as always, please like and subscribe here to the VegasDon channel. We are very grateful for all of you being here and supporting us. We do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. All over the place. I was thinking about doing a video down in Prim again because they've closed, what's it called down there? Whiskey Pete's or Buffalo Bill's, one of those. But like the banquet hall or something is still open. I got to go down there and check it out and see what they're doing. And then of course the Ivanpah down there, the solar farm that is hurting birds and aviation travel. But I think Tobin said in one of his comments that they're looking to close that now after all the issues that Ivanpah has created. Venetian Palazzo over here off to our right. The Sphere is located behind these properties, so it's not on the strip here. And for fun, I looked up before I came out earlier today, tickets for Backstreet Boys tonight, the cheapest one, $160 at the Sphere. $160. So the Sphere, they're trying to make that $2.3 billion that they paid to get that place built back in a hurry. Darkoff, welcome. It is closing. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I want to get out there and try and take some video of that before that closes too. Highlight all the problems that place has caused. And the aviation traffic, certainly coming to and from Southern California, that had to fight those big mirrors that are up there on the top of those water towers, because the solar energy gets absorbed into these water towers, which heats up the water inside them and creates electricity. But they have these huge mirrors on the top of them, and you don't want to look at those things either. It's like looking straight into the sun. And they've wreaked havoc for aviation traffic for years. That is the world's second largest LED screen over there, if you can believe it. That is larger on the side of Resorts World. That is larger than the one that's down on Fremont Street. That stretches for 4 blocks long. Janet Jackson, final show, September 10 through 20? The pole was blocking it there. And so Resorts World's still doing the free parking thing until Labor Day, but that's coming up rapidly now. That's what, 4 weeks away? No, 3 weeks away now. Gosh, this summer's flying by, huh? Where's this year gone? Encore and Wynn over here off to the right. Both beautiful properties if you've never been. My humble opinion is that either Encore Wynn or Palazzo Venetian are going to be the nicest hotels you have, the best of the best, if you will, here in Las Vegas. Now, I've not been to Waldorf Astoria, which is housed inside another building, or the Ritz-Carlton, which is, again, housed inside another property. But those are very beautiful properties, those 4 that I mentioned there. And, not leaving Las Vegas, Steven mentioned this week, he's like, how do these places stay open? When we just passed the fashion show mall back here. He's like, how do these places stay open? Pointing over to the restaurants that are on like the kind of the out parcel there at the fashion show. And they were all closed, like Fat Tuesdays and some other little, chicken place or something. And they were closed. And he's like, how do these guys stay open? How do they make money? And that's a very good question. How do all these places stay open, especially when Monday through Wednesday at least? Oh, nice! At Live, very cool. Monday. Very cool, thank you. We were wondering about that, because we were like, who are they interviewing next week? It's become a thing now. Please like and subscribe to Vegas Unlocked. They do some awesome interviews here on YouTube, on their channel. So Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. You don't want to miss that. Spandex Nation is one of the longest running live bands here in Las Vegas. They were down on Fremont, and then they slowly started doing fewer and fewer nights down on Fremont as we passed by Sahara. And then they were doing Carnival Court down there at Harrah's that we just passed back there. But now they're not on Fremont at all. And officially, The band says they're taking a break. I want to know what the unofficial story is. What's